Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and a very good morning class. So before we start our lesson today, we will first recite prayers for Muslim, and for non-Muslim you can recite your own prayers. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma aftah alaina hikmataka wanshur alaina min khazaini rahmatika ya arhamar rahimin. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatam min lisani yafqahu qawli. Amin amin ya rabbal alamin. So class, how was your day today? I hope you all are in a good condition. Always take care of your health, stay hygiene, stay healthy, and don't forget to drink a lot of water, okay? So class, what we're gonna learn today is about our last chapter in our syllabus, which is chapter 13, the Pythagoras Theorem. So basically in this chapter, there are 4 learning outcomes that you will be able to get at the end of the lesson. So the first learning outcome that you can get is identify and define the hypotenuse of a right angle triangle. The second one is to determine the relationship between the side of the right angle triangle. Hence, explain the Pythagoras theorem by referring to the relationship. Next, you will be able to determine the length of the unknown side of a right angle triangle and combine geometric shape. And last but not least, you will be able to solve problem involving the Pythagoras theorem. So class, basically in this chapter, there are 4 parts. For part 1, it will be the definition of hypotenuse. For part 2, it will be the relationship between the side of a right angle triangle. Part 3 is identify the length of the unknown side of a right angle triangle. And the last one is problem solving in Pythagoras theorem. So don't worry class, I will help you to understand all of these parts as long as you focus and don't sleep. That's the most important part. Don't sleep and stay focused during the lesson. Okay, so let's start our first part, which is determine and describe the side of the hypotenuse in a right angle triangle. So class, this is the diagram of right angle triangle. So what is right angle triangle? As you can see, right angle triangle is the triangle that one of each side has 90 degree. So this is the 90 degree. So how you want to know? By see that there's a square inside the triangle. So any triangle that have 90 degrees will show the square. Okay, so you know that that part is 90 degree. So basically right angle triangle has 3-sided. Okay, 3-sided, and one of the sided is called hypotenuse. So how you want to know where is the hypotenuse located? So it will located opposite to the 90 degree. So this is 90 degree, opposite to it, the 90 degree is hypotenuse. Therefore, you can conclude that the 90 degree angle is the largest angle between its 3 angles in right angle triangle. That the first one you need to know to differentiate what is triangle. And then the second one is the hypotenuse is the longest side between its 3 sides. So as you can see here, the hypotenuse here is the longest side between this side and this side. So before I forget, this is the reminder. So you need to bear in mind that the total sum of interior angle of a triangle is 180 degree. All right, so now let's look at this first example. So as you can see here, for each of the following, identify the hypotenuse. So class, for A, they are given triangle A, B, C. So can you guess what is the hypotenuse for this question? Yes, correct. So let's recall what I said earlier. To know the side of hypotenuse, it must be the opposite side of 90 degrees. So as I said just now, every triangle will show this square to show that it is a 90 degree. So opposite to 90 degree is the opponent. I mean is the hypotenuse. So AC is the hypotenuse. Yes, correct. AC is the hypotenuse. So for B, what is the hypotenuse for this question? Correct. So as you can see, the 90 degree is here. So the opposite of 90 degree must be the hypotenuse, which is B. So the hypotenuse for this question is B. So correct. The answer for A is AC and the answer for B is B. So moving on to the next question, example 2. Again, for each of the following, identify the hypotenuse. So in this question, you need to careful because it has two triangles here. As you can see, PSR and PRQ. Same goes with B, T, PS, and PQR. So let's do the first question first. So can you guess what is the hypotenuse for this question? Correct. So the hypotenuse for this question will be PR and PQ because the opposite side, the 90 degree is here and here. So the opposite to the 90 degrees will be its hypotenuse. Correct. Good. So next for B, what is the hypotenuse for this question? Correct. So the hypotenuse for this question will be TS and PR because the 90 degree is here and here. So the opposite to the 90 degrees will be its hypotenuse. So hypotenuse for triangle TPS is TS and hypotenuse for triangle PQR is PR. Okay, correct. So end of part 1. We will continue a bit in part 2, which is identify the relationship between the side of the right angle triangle. And after that, we will take a break around 5 minutes. Okay, class? So before we are going further in this topic, I want to share with you some teaching aids that I create on GeoGebra regarding this topic. So that I hope that you will be more understand what we're gonna learn in this part. So first, let me do this as animation. So class, focus on the movement of the color. So as you can see, the color is movement from this square, from both of this square, and then it's combined at this square. Okay, let me play it by myself. Okay. So as you can see here, the color is moved from both square and it's combined at this square. Okay, so let's move back to our slide. All right, so based on the previous teaching aids that I shown you just now, we can conclude that the area of hypotenuse here is Q. Okay, the area of hypotenuse is the total of area of P and R. Okay, again, the area of square, the area of square on the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the area of square on the other two sides. Okay, so basically you can write the equation or the relationship is area Q. Okay, this is area Q around the hypotenuse. Okay, this is 90 degree, opposite to it is hypotenuse, so hypotenuse is EC or Q. So area Q is equal to area P plus area R. Okay, or in other words, you can say as AC square. Why AC square? Because it is the area of square. Area of square is, we know that AC times AC. I mean, like if this is X and if this is X, so X square. So same goes with this example, AC, and so the hypotenuse is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. Okay, I repeat. So the relationship that we can write is AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. So again, this relationship is called the Pythagoras Theorem. So far, everything's okay. Do you all understand, class? Good. So let's proceed with the example here. So for each of the following, state the relationship between the length of side of the given right angle triangle. So as you can see here, we have three questions, A, B, and C. So class, let's do it together. So for A, the relationship for A is, you know that the opposite side of Q is hypotenuse, which is RP. So you can write as RQ square, okay, RQ square plus QP square is equal to RP square. All right. So for the next questions, you can write as A square, okay, A square plus B square is equal to C square. Okay, can someone tell me what is the answer for C? Correct. So the answer for this question is x square plus y square is equal to z square. Okay, it seems like you all already understand regarding the relationship and you all already know where is the hypotenuse. So end of part 2. So before we start with part 3, as promised, we will take a break for 5 minutes and then we will continue our lesson for part 3. So guys, take a break first. Okay, so class, welcome back. I hope you all already here. Okay, so let's proceed with part 3. So in part 3, what you will learn is you will combine what you have learned in part 1 and part 2. So part 1, you already know how to identify the hypotenuse, and part 2, you already know how to do the relationship between all of its sides. And so in part 3, you will be calculate the length of the unknown side of a right angle triangle. Don't worry, class. I will guide you on how to calculate the length of the unknown side. It will be easier. Okay, trust me. So, we look at this example for A. For each of the following, calculate the value of x. So as you can see here, this is the question A. We have a right angle triangle here, and it has given three sided, which is 12 cm, 6 centimeter, and x centimeter. Okay, so how can we solve this problem? So basically, we must know what we want to find. Of course, we want to find x, okay? As you can see, this is a right angle triangle. So what you're gonna do is you need to do the relationship first. So as you know, just as you learn just now, the relationship based on this question, you can write as 12 square plus 16 square is equal to x square. Okay, oops. Oh, I already show you all the method. But never mind, it's okay. So as I said just now, x square is equal to 12 square plus 16 square. So if you do the calculation, you will get 400. 400 is equal to x square. So you move the square to the right and you will get x square is equal to square root 400, and the answer is 20. Correct. So the answer is 20. So guys, before we are going further, I want to share with you another teaching aids that I create that will be help you to solve this question. Okay, so this is my teaching aids. Wait, I will move this first to the right. So this is my teaching aid. So what we will do here is we will no. Let's do it on the next example. Okay, we will try this on this example. Okay, so back to this teaching aids. So back to this teaching aids. Okay, what will you do here? Okay, I already create the what we call the right angle triangle here, same as our previous teaching aids. Okay, so what you're gonna do here is you take all the value and put it inside this teaching aids. Okay, so for example, we have x, 24, and 26. So but we don't know the value of x. That's what we want to find. So but we have two-sided here. So what you're gonna do here is, first you must identify where is the hypotenuse. Okay, as you can see, the hypotenuse is here, so 26. So make sure this 25, as you can see on my screen, okay, this 25, I mean, no, this, not this 25, this 5, because this is the square root of 5. So this 5 must be in value of 26. So how? So you can move here or here, either one you want. Okay, let me first move it to 26. I'm sorry, 26. This is 27, 25.7. 26 will be 26. Okay, this will be 26. Okay, and then another two parts will be wait, let me big this. Wait, let me put it as big one. So as you can see, wait, which one? 24. Okay, so as you can see here, this, you already know the 26 and then 24. Okay, wait, 24 is here, so we make it is 26 again. Wait a minute, class. 26 is it. Okay. Okay, 26. Okay, so as you can see here, 26 and 24. So 26 and 24, the unknown is x, so we need to find x. So as you can see here, what is x? It is 10. So how you want to know it is correct answer? I already done it for you. So as I said just now, 26 is equal to x squared plus 24 squared, and you rearrange for x, and the last answer you will get, x is equal to 10, same as our teaching aids here. So x is equal to 10. Okay, so I have already do this teaching aid, so don't worry, after this you can use it to make you easier to answer all the questions regarding Pythagoras theorem. So let's move on to the example 5a. Calculate the length of PQ in each of the following diagram. So in PA, we have two triangle. PQ, I'm sorry. PQ, okay, PQ. In order to find PQ, you need to know the value of SQ. In order you need to know the value of SQ, you need to find what is the value of SQ. So let's use our teaching aid just now and apply this 8 and 6 to the teaching aid. So let me do this. So what is the number? X and 6, right? So we move it to X, and then we move it to 6. Okay, so X and 6. So the unknown, the SQ will be 10. All right, so we already know the SQ and SP, so we will be able to know the value of PQ. So again, the hypotenuse is 15 and the SQ is 10. So you need to do some movement here. Make sure it is 10. Okay. 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 Sometimes you need to adjust the screen. Okay, this is 10 and 15. Hypotenuse is 15. Okay, hypotenuse is 15. Oh, oh, wait. All right, so the answer will be 11.18. Okay, so the answer will be 11.18 for PQ. Let's see either the answer is correct or not. So PQ will be 11.18. Yes, correct. Congratulations, guys. So next, another example, 5b. Okay, I believe this is the last example, I guess. Yes, this will be the last example. Never mind. The what you call the working here, it doesn't matter. I mean, it's matter, but for this one, in order for me to show you the example on how to use the teaching aids, well, it doesn't matter. You can study it alone, okay, after at the end of this class. But first, let me settle this question first. So, calculate the length of QS in each of the following diagram. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places if necessary. So, it is same with the previous example. So what you need to find is QS. So in order to find QS, you need to find the value of QR and RS. So what is QR and QS? Sorry. So we just need to put, we just need to put the value here in our teaching aid in order to find QR and RS. So first, QR. So you know the hypotenuse is 15. Okay, we already have 15. And one of each side is 12. So just make it 12. Either one, okay? You can choose either one. Oh, wait. 15. Okay, or 8. Oh, sorry. 15. Okay. So you know the QR will be 9. Okay. So another triangle will be 12 and 13. 12 and 13, so 13 will be the hypotenuse, so make it to 13. And another one, make it to, another one, make it to 12. So 12, 12. Okay, 12, 13, 13. Okay, so you know that the value is 5, so RS is 5. So basically, you want to know the QS. So you need to edit the QR and RS, which is 9 and 5, you get 14. Okay, class. So that's it for part 3. Next, we will proceed with our last part, which is part 4. But before that, before we proceed, I want to clarify something, that this teaching aid is only for you to for you to use it when you do the exercise, when you want to check the answers and all that. But in order for you to get a good marks, okay, you also need to know the calculations just now. Okay, this calculation, you need to show this calculation on exam. Okay, don't just what you call depends on these teaching aids. Okay, so let's proceed with the last part of this lesson, which is solve the problem related to the Pythagorean theorem. So what is the problem here? Question 6. So in this diagram, PQSU is a rectangle. Calculate the perimeter of the shaded region. Okay, so as you can see here, this is diagram of our problem. So the question asks you to find the perimeter. Okay, perimeter, as you can see, is already give the value of each of the rectangle, but however, you need to find the value of T and R. Don't worry, I will help you with this teaching aids. All right, so basically first you need to find what is TS and what is SR in order you to find TR. So you know that TR is the hypotenuse. So TS, the value of TS is you need to minus the 17 with 11. Okay, 17 minus 11 is what? 6. Okay, 17 minus 11 is 6. So you just Okay, you get 6 here, and 12 minus 4 is 8. So just okay, 8. So you get 6 and you get 8. So the value of TR is 10. So you know the value of TR, then you can find the perimeter. Okay, 6 and 8. And you know the value of TR is 10. So the perimeter will be 54. Okay. So next, for the next question, again, we have teaching aids. We will learn how to use teaching aids today, okay? Because the working you can learn by yourself. As I shown on the slide, I already put it, so you can refer to it anytime. So for this question, wait, let's read the question first. One end of a rope of length 7.2 meter is tied to the tip of a flagpole. The other end of the rope is tied to a spot on the horizontal ground 5.5 away from the base of the flagpole. Calculate the height of the flagpole and give your answer correct to decimal places. Okay, this is the image of this question. So as you can see, the question asks you to find the height of the flagpole. So what you're gonna do is just transfer the value to our teaching aids here. Okay, just transfer the value to our teaching aids here. As you can see, it has 7.2 and 4.5. So just move this one to 4.5. 4.5. Wait, you can change it. Okay, 4.5. Okay, and then the hypotenuse will be 7.2. So you just need to adjust 7.2. So you already know the answer, right? So the answer will be 5.2. So oh yeah, before I forget, you actually can hide all of this one. Okay, I mean, like, you want to okay, for example, if you want to find the height of the plot is this line. Okay, so you can hide AC, but you open AB. So 7.2, 4.5. So you can hide the AC here if you don't want to know the answer. So if you want to know the answer, just click on this and the answer will be shown up. So back to the question, the answer will be 5.2. Let's see if it's correct. Yes, the answer is 5.2. Okay, that's all for our last part, which is problem solving. So this is some homework that I want you all to do, and it will be discussed on next week or next class. Okay, so don't worry, I will share you the teaching aids that I just showed you just now, so that you can do this question easily. All right, so that's all for today class. Before we end our class, let's recap on what we already learned today. So first, you already learned on how to identify which side is hypotenuse. Okay, so in order to identify the hypotenuse side of right angle triangle, it is an opposite side of a 90 degree. So that's first thing. The second thing is you already know on how to really do the relationship between all of its sides in right angle triangle, which is, for example, the hypotenuse is x, y, and z. So the hypotenuse is z, and other two sides is x and y. So the relationship will be x squared plus y squared is equal to z squared. And for the third part, you already know how to find the unknown side by using the relationship that we have learned. And for the last part, you already know how to solve the problem regarding theorem Pythagoras. So class, do you have any question regarding to this topic, class? If you don't have, so then we can end our class with tasbih kifarah dan suratul as. Subhanakallah wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Wal as innal insana lafi khusr illa allazina amanu wa amilus solihati wa tawassaw bil haqqi wa tawassaw bis sabr. Okay, again, don't forget to sign your attendance in Google Classroom. I already put the link to our attendance Google form. And again, don't forget to do your homework. We'll be discussed on next week. So again, thank you guys, and see you when I see you. Bye bye.